Greetings ladies and gentlefish, and welcome to this game in the 88 British Tier 6 Tank Destroyer. Now this is an assault game on the Siegfried line. Tier 6 game, so we're top tier. I'm not using the top gun on this yet, I don't have it unlocked. Or at least at the time of recording this game, so I'm using the quick firing 77mm, which is basically the same gun you get on the Comet. Slightly better on the 88, but there we go. And yeah, we're just going to see how this game unfolds. So the 88, it's another one of these slow, ponderous British tank destroyers with a rapid-firing gun and weak spots the size of continental Europe. So you can see, for example, there the Commander's Tower. That Commander's Tower is the bane of my life. But on the 88, it's not the only weak spot. I will do a full tank review of this at some point, but basically a full half of the front of the hull of this tank is comparatively weak, which is really frustrating because you're so slow and ponderous, and your armour is not as reliable as you would like it. The gun's not bad, I mean, especially when you get the top gun, you lose a little bit of rate of fire, but you gain some penetration. But the one thing this tank really does have going for it is, at tier 6, unprecedented levels of accuracy. You get 0.32 accuracy, or dispersion at 100 meters, however you want to call it. 0.32 at tier 6. 0.32. That's phenomenal. I mean, that's just absolutely astounding. And it really is nice. Now, I spawned on this side of the map. I'm not going to drive over to the other side of the map because we'll be there all day long, but this is a kind of awkward situation. That shot was a miss, unfortunately. And you can see the rate of fire on this 77mm gun is good. This is a kind of awkward situation because if I drive forward, bye-bye VK, if I drive forward, there's a Hellcat to my right, and there's a Cheeto to my left, and together they could mince me. In fact, there's two Hellcats to the right. Oh, fantastic. And a Jackson. So, I'm going to try and get some shots on this Jackson, but I'm very conscious that there's tanks to both my left and my right, and I do need to be careful about that. And the gun depression on this tank is not very good. First shot looks like it tracks him. We've just had our track damaged. And we just put a shot or two into him, which is nice. Don't like the fact that there's that Cheeto on my flank, but there we go. So we're just going to put some shots into the other Hellcat. You could argue, why don't you load high explosive? Oh, gun's being damaged. Simply because I don't know that I'm going to be shooting a Hellcat next. I'm just going to let my crew repair this. I don't know that I'm going to be shooting a Hellcat next, so there we go. Right, shot into the side. Injures my loader. But there we go. That's life. I don't put him back in just for now. As you can see, this is a very awkward situation I've gotten myself into, and the people I had over here helping me are dead, and we're losing 4-6. Right, put my loader back in. Now, very narrow gun arc on this tank, which is annoying. Repair the track. Bounce a shot there, and it looks like maybe these guys don't really... Oh no, the Jackson knows where to shoot. Okay, he needs to die. The Jackson knows how to kill me, therefore his life is forfeit.
Enemy armor is hit.
He's got 177 health left. I'm unlikely to kill him with one shot. It's probably going to take two, which is annoying. But there we go. Oh, Hellcat's there. He's also probably going to take two shots unless I load high explosive. Ugh.
We fixed the track. Get going.
And our team has managed to pull something out the bag and make it 8-7 actually, which is really, really nice. If these guys, these tank destroyers, had come and just ganked me, I would have died. Hellcat kills their Jackson. Right, I can go and kill their Hellcats now. Now, this tank has two loaders, which is a good thing and a bad thing. It's a good thing because if one of them dies, you've still got a loader, and so your reload speed is not as badly affected as it would otherwise be. It's a bad thing because it means you have two loaders, and so there are more places on this tank to shoot where someone can kill your loader, which can get really frustrating. Loader death or loader incapacitation is a serious problem on this tank. So, with a little help from some friends and some frankly bad shooting from the enemy team, I've survived that. One of my crew members isn't looking so healthy, but, you know, whatever. I've gone through that. And I'm probably going to get a steel wall out of this. As long as I don't die. Right, the enemy team has levelled it at 10 apiece. I say ammo racks, I don't mean ammo racks, I mean my loader's taken a wallop to the head. And is bleeding everywhere. Which is somewhat suboptimal. But yeah, those tank destroyers at one point, my allies had died. There were 2 Hellcats and a Jackson versus me. If they'd rushed me, I'd have died. Couldn't have done anything about it. But they didn't. For reasons. Right. Jagdpanzer 4. And you can see this thing's really slow. It has a speed limit, I think, of 20 kilometers an hour. I might be mistaken. But it's so ponderous. And the thing with this tank is that 82, yeah, it was slow and ponderous, and the gun wasn't great. And I used to use the howitzer on the 82. But the armor made up for it on that tank. On this tank, well, the armor is alright. But it's not really as reliable as you'd like. So the armor doesn't really make up for the lack of mobility. The guns are actually pretty good though. The guns get a bad rap on this tank. I'm not really sure why. Ouch! 88 hits me. I think it's because they don't do much alpha damage, and the penetration, certainly on the 77mm that I'm using right now, is not brilliant. But that rate of fire and .32 accuracy, I mean, come on. That's nice. So I'm continuing to ramble here as we slowly and painfully make our way into position, just in time for the target we were going to fire at dying. But VK, hello, ouch. He immobilizes me. We put one shot into him, and even if we have a dead loader, we manage to reload and put another shot into him. And there we go, we win. 4 kills, over 1400 damage, first class mastery, and a steel wall. Bish bash bosh, how do you like it? And there we go. A lot of people find the 88 quite a painful grind. It's not bad, but it's no 82, and it's not good either. And at tier 6 is a lot of competition. Tier 6 is populated by a lot of very good machines, and this just doesn't really make the cut. I will do a full tank review of it at some point though. Anyway, I hope you guys vaguely enjoyed. If you did, please feel free to catch some of my other videos and or subscribe to my channel, and I wish you happy hunting on that battlefield. Ciao ciao.